get dessert if he doesn't eat his meat, but he always gets it anyway. When he takes a bath, my brother the pain powders the whole bathroom. Daddy says he's learning to take care of himself. I say he's a slob. My brother the pain is 2 years younger than me. So how come he gets to stay up as late as I do? Which isn't really late enough for somebody in the 3rd grade anyway. I asked Mom and Daddy about that. They said, "You're right, you are older. You should stay up later." So they tucked the pain into bed. I couldn't wait for the fun to begin. I waited and waited and waited. But Daddy and Mom just sat there reading books. Finally I shouted, "I'm going to bed." "We thought you wanted to stay up later," they said. "I did, but without the pain, there's nothing to do." "Remember that tomorrow," Mother said, and she smiled. But the next day, my brother was a pain again. When I got a phone call, he danced all around me singing stupid songs at the top of his lungs. Why does he have to act that way? And why does he always want to be garbage man when I build a city out of blocks? Who needs him knocking down buildings with his dumb old trucks? And I would really like to know why the cat sleeps on the pain's bed instead of mine, especially since I'm the one who feeds her. That's the meanest thing of all. And I don't understand how my mother can say the pain is lovable. She's always kissing him and hugging him and doing disgusting things like that. And my father says the pain is just what they've always wanted. Yuck. I think they love him better than me. My sister thinks she's so great just because she's older, which makes Daddy and Mommy think she's really smart. But I know the truth. My sister's a jerk. She thinks she's great just because she can play the piano, and you can tell the songs are real ones. But I like my songs better, even if nobody ever heard them before. My sister thinks she's so great just because she can work the electric can opener, which means she gets to feed the cat, which means the cat likes her better than me just because she feeds her. My sister thinks she's so great just because Aunt Diana lets her watch the baby and tells her how much the baby likes her. And all the time the baby's sleeping in my dresser drawer, which my mother has fixed up like a bed for when the baby comes to visit. And I'm not supposed to touch him, even if he's in my drawer and gets changed on my bed. My sister thinks she's so great just because she can remember phone numbers, and when she dials, she never gets the wrong person. And when she has friends over, they build whole cities out of blocks. I like to be garbage man. I zoom my trucks all around. So what if I knock down some of the buildings? It's not fair that she always gets to use the blocks, I told my mother and father. They said, "You're right. Today you can use the blocks all by yourself." "I'm going to build a whole city without you," I told the great one. "Go ahead," she said. "Build a whole state without me. See if I care." So I did. I built a whole country all by myself. Only, it's not the funnest thing to play blocks alone. Because when I zoomed my trucks to knock down the buildings, nobody cared but me. "Remember that tomorrow," Mom said when I was through playing blocks. But the next day we went swimming. I can't stand my sister when we go swimming. She thinks she's so great just because she can swim and dive, and isn't afraid to put her face in the water. I'm scared to put mine in, so she calls me baby, which is why I have to spit water at her and pull her hair and even pinch her sometimes. And I don't think it's fair for Daddy and Mom to yell at me because none of it's my fault. But they yell anyway. Then my mother hugs my sister and messes with her hair and does other disgusting things like that. And my father...
I remember when I was a child, I went to see the movie Camille at least 5 or 6 times. And each time I sincerely believed that she would not die of consumption. I sat in the theater breathless with anticipation and hope. And each time I was disappointed. And each time I promised to return in search of a happy ending. Because I believed in the existence of an alternate last reel. Locked away in some forgotten vault in Hollywood, Greta Garbo survives consumption, oncoming trains, and firing squads. Every time. I still want to believe in alternate reels. I still want to believe that somewhere, somehow, there is a happy ending to every story. It all depends on how thoroughly you search for it, and how deeply you need it. The baby was discovered in a wastepaper basket, with the umbilical cord knotted around its neck. The mother was found lying unconscious by the door to her room, suffering from excessive loss of blood. She was indicted for manslaughter and brought to trial. Her case was assigned to me, Dr. Martha Livingstone, as court psychiatrist, to determine whether she was legally sane. I wanted to help this young woman. Believe me. Agnes of God by John Pillmeyer.
You want to talk about the baby, don't you?
Would you like to talk about it?
I never saw him, baby. I think they made it up.
Who?
The police.
But why should they?
I don't know.
Do you remember the night they said it came?
No, I was sick.
How were you sick?
Something I ate.
Did it hurt?
Yes.
Where?
Down there.
What did you do?
I went to my room.
What happened then?
I got sicker.
And then?
I fell asleep.
In the middle of all that pain?
Yes.
But where did the baby come from?
What baby?
The baby they made up?
From their heads.
Is that where they say it came from?
No. They say it came from the wastepaper basket.
Where did it come from before that?
From God.
After God, before the wastepaper basket.
I don't understand.
How are babies born?
Don't you know?
Yes, I think I do. But I want you to tell me.
I don't know what you're talking about. You want to talk about the baby. Everybody wants to talk about the baby. But I can't talk about the baby because I don't believe in the baby because I never saw the baby.
Agnes, I cannot imagine that you don't know anything about sex.
I can't help it if I'm
That you have
stupid.
no idea who the father of your
They
child
made it
is.
up.
That you have no remembrance of your
It's not my
incarnation,
fault.
and that you don't believe you carried a child.
It was a mistake.
It's all right, Agnes. Agnes, I'd like to ask a favor of you. You can say no if you don't like what I'm asking.
What?
I'd like permission to hypnotize you.
Why?
Because there are some things that you might be able to tell me under hypnosis that you aren't able to tell me now.
I'm frightened.
Don't be. I can't make you say or do anything you don't want to say or do. Sit back and relax. Fine. Now imagine that you're listening to a chorus of angels. The music is so beautiful and so real. You can touch it. It surrounds you like a very warm and comfortable pool of water. All of the muscles in your body are melting into the pool. Close your eyes, Agnes. When I count to 3, you will wake up. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Who am I?
Dr. Livingstone,
And why am I here?
to help me.
Good. Would you like to tell me why you're here?
Because I'm in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
I had a baby.
How did you have a baby?
It came out of me.
Did you know it was going to come out?
Yes.
Did you want it to come out?
No.
Why?
Because I was afraid.
Why were you afraid?
Because I wasn't worthy.
To be a mother?
Yes.
Why?
May I open my eyes now?
Not yet. Very soon, but not yet. Did you know from the beginning that you were going to have a baby?
Yes.
How did you know?
I just knew.
What did you do about it?
I drank lots of milk
Why?
because for babies.
So you wanted the baby to be healthy.
Yes,
Then why didn't you go to a doctor?
because nobody would believe me.
That you were having a baby?
No, not that.
What wouldn't they believe? Agnes, did anyone else know about the baby?
Yes,
Who? Did you tell this other person, or did this other person guess?
she guessed.
One of your fellow sisters?
Yes,
Will she be angry if you tell me her name?
she made me promise not to tell.
All right, Agnes. I'm going to ask you to open your eyes in a moment. When you do, you will see your room at the convent. It is that night, about 4 months ago, when you were very sick. About 6 o'clock in the evening.
I'm afraid.
Don't be. I'm here, all right?
Yes,
Now, tell me what you did this evening before you went to bed.
I ate
What did you have for dinner?
fish, Brussels sprouts.
You don't like Brussels sprouts?
I hate them.
What else?
Some coffee, a little sherbet for dessert. That was special.
And then?
We cleared the table and went to the chapel for vespers.
Yes?
I left early because I wasn't feeling very well.
What was wrong?
Just tired. I had my milk and went to bed.
Who gave you your milk?
Sister Margaret, I think.
Was it Sister Margaret who knew about the baby? All right, Agnes. Let's go to your room. Are you ready?
Yes,
I want you to open your eyes and to see your room as you saw it on that night. What do you see?
my bed,
What else is in the room?
the chair,
Where is that?
here,
Anything else?
crucifix.
Above the bed?
Yes,
Anything else? Agnes, what do you see? Something different?
yes,
Something that's not normally in the room?
yes.
What is that?
A waste paper basket.
Do you know who put it there?
No,
Why do you think it's there?
for me to get sick in.
Are you ill?
Yes,
What do you feel?
a pain in my stomach. I feel as if I've eaten glass.
What do you do?
I have to throw up. I can't. It's glass. One of the sisters has fed me glass.
Which one?
I don't know. They're all jealous. That's why.
Of what?
Of me. Oh God. Oh my God. Water. It's hot water.
Why doesn't anyone come?
They can't hear me.
Why not?
They're all in vespers.
Can you get them?
I can't. It's clear on the other side of the building. Oh God. Oh my God.
What is it?
Go away.
Who?
Get away from me. I don't want you here.
Agnes, is someone in the room with you?
Please. Please go away. Oh God. Oh my God. I don't want to have the baby now. I don't want it. Why are you making me do this?
It's all right, Agnes. No one's going to hurt you. Agnes, what happened to the baby?
They threw it away.
No, after the birth. It was alive, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
It was alive, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Yes.
What happened?
I don't want to remember.
But you do, don't you?
Yes.
Mother Miriam was with you, wasn't she?
Yes.
She took the baby in her arms.
Yes.
You saw it all, didn't you?
Yes.
And then what did she do?
She left me alone with that little thing. And I thought, this is a mistake. But it's my mistake. God's mistake. And I thought, I can save her. I can give her back to God.
What did you do?
I put her to sleep.
How?
I knotted the umbilical cord around her neck, wrapped her in the blanket sheets, and stuffed her in the waste paper basket.
1, 2, 3.
So now with the broken fingers rose a shadow. Down from the spruce and evergreen mountains in the Norway, and across Europe and the Mediterranean to the oasis palms of Libya. He lives and speaks the sign language of lost fingers. From the son of Norway who slipped the Gestapo net, the Nazi patrols. This story comes as told among those now in Norway. The Man with the Broken Fingers by Carl